Hello, collective. Happy 16th of September. Those numbers reduced to 22, master number. So when I looked up 22 on Google, it said choosing work and leaning into that work until it's done. Yeah, yeah. So, I'm going to read the scripture about the star of Bethlehem because actually in 7 BC, which is BC is before Christ, um, that's when they saw the Star of Bethlehem. They saw this guy, the star. And the Magi followed the star to meet Christ. Well, when you read about it, it actually was between the dates of August 14th to September 22nd. That's when that Star of Bethlehem was seen. And that would be now. So I feel like, because history repeats itself, that this 144,000 and all of your stories that reveal how evil have suppressed you and how evil has stolen from you, abused you, that he's raised up 144,000 this time to walk out this love story that Christ did in 7 BC. It's now, and it's about to give birth. So that's my symbolism in that, is because I always look back on my calendar and think, okay, what were my ancestors doing at this time? And when I noticed that star, they first saw the Star of Bethlehem during this period of time, I thought that makes so much sense because of all these people that are about ready to give birth with these really powerful stories of abuse, of just what was stolen and hidden from them, and how it crushed them, and how people all around knew and kept it to themselves and watched, almost enjoyed watching someone be in so much pain. What does this say? Yeah, because you had to be adopted. You had to be adopted. You couldn't stay with the clan you were in. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. I did the chart. I don't know if you can see this or not. Yeah, okay. So we still have this grand trine. It's a grand trine in Earth. Alexa, play God Will Hunt You Down, Johnny Cash. So we have this grand trine in Earth. That's a big deal. Also, don't underestimate Pluto, which I think is so ironic because Pluto is over here and it's the dwarf planet, right? It's like not on the manifest anymore, right? We don't count it as a planet anymore, right? But guess what? It is doing so much right now, you guys. Like, this little guy is holding down the fort for us. Like, it's transforming the clan. It's going, all these blue lines, what it's doing. This little guy is working his butt off right now. He's sitting in Capricorn. Yeah, he's working his butt off right now. And we got to give him more credit. Truly. Truly. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Neptune too. He's sitting in Pisces still. He can sit in a sign for like 14 years. So I thought, okay, what's 14 years from 2022? Well, that was 2011. So think about where you were in 2011, because this illusion was started about then, or probably before then, but that's why it has all this bad stuff coming toward it with these red lines, because it can't keep up the illusion. Venus is trying to talk to it and they're in opposition. Venus is up here in Virgo. Venus is like, I can't be what you want me to be. Like, it doesn't work anymore. And it's just this, it's highly evident. It's like, yo, give it up. We can't, it's not true. I can't be what you need me to be. That's not me. So they're kind of fighting it out right now too. There is a finger of God. This is done for Saturday, the 17th, by 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. But the finger of God is Pluto regenerating your heart, collective, so that you continue to lean into this work until it's finished. Because this time, 144,000 are going to walk this walk of love, okay? Just like Christ. The ascended masters are making master moves right now. That's you. That's you, because you were chosen to do this, tell this story. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, so from Matthew chapter 2, verse 9, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star, which they saw in the east, went before them till it came and stood before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. So they followed the star Bethlehem to where Christ was born. And that was this time of year. Yeah, many moons ago. So August 14th to September 22nd, that's when they first saw the star Bethlehem. And that's your story, collective. So it's being born. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. And you made it to give birth to it, because it hasn't been easy, no birth is. But it's just whether they erase you or whatever they're trying to do, it's not going to work. I mean, these planets are in retrograde. We've got 1, 2, 3 Mercury, Saturn, Pluto still in retrograde. Mercury till October 1st. We got Saturn in retrograde till the 22nd of October. And then Pluto's in retrograde till October 8th. So, yeah, those three, when they move direct, you're going to see you're going to feel something new kind of shift. But until then, you have to sit and let them figure this out. Yeah. Yeah, I had a dream. This is kind of a funny dream. So Owen Wilson, he's this comedian, in Hollywood. He was in my dream, and his entourage was, and I don't know why, maybe I'd seen something that he was on, so I was thinking about him subconsciously, but his entourage wanted to move him into the White House in my dream. And the immediate reaction around this decision was, he's not going to fit there. He can't just be in the White House. Like, and the next part of my dream was they had bought him this suit, this really fancy suit. That all the senators and representatives wear. He was wearing this suit, and they put him in the White House, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he fits in there." So I feel like this Neptune, this been sitting there for, I said since, Neptune sits in a sign for like 14 years. So whatever they created many moons ago was working until now, because all of a sudden it's like, oh, this person does fit, or, because you just change their clothes and oh my gosh, they're right. That's you, collective. You didn't know that you were channeling like really powerful messages that would transform a government. But that's what you've done. You transformed a government. Because they know they can't repeat history. Okay? Can't do it. They can't do to you what they did to Christ. It's just glaringly going to stand out, especially when these planets go direct. Okay, there was something else too I was supposed to tell you. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was talking to Spirit, and I was like, if I had to pick, what world leader, what person could bring balance to this situation with the economics and things, all these decisions, peace, what sign would it be right now? Because we have so many planets doing so much right now. Like I just showed you Pluto and how it's holding up that big grand trine, and Pluto's doing a lot, and it's not even considered a planet anymore. Like we can't bug Pluto to step up and do this, because it's a Scorpio planet. Scorpios rule government, but he's kind of tied up right now. But I got to looking at some of the planets that I think might be key as to who would give an executive order or an executive decision to change things. And it's Taurus. Because Taurus has the clan right now, has Uranus, and it has destiny right now, the North Node. So I'm thinking something with Taurus is going to be pretty crucial in the future. So those are my thoughts on that. But yeah, the only planets that move fast enough to bring, like, you know, a knock at your door or a phone call, or would be like the Mercury, the Venus, the Mars, because you know, those planets take like what, 23 days, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 months. Mars moves every 2 months, so those planets move kind of quickly. But these other ones like Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, they take years to move out of a sign. So yeah, so just keep a really close watch on those smaller planets, the Mars, the Venus, and the Mercury, to see what they're up to, for changes in your personal story, your personal walk. So, all right, let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, good times. Something Spirit told me earlier too was November, something really significant about November. So you may give birth to your story and have to kind of rest and recover from that. May not know anything until November. Make good choices. Honor spirit. You'll be okay. It is a long road. It's a really long road. I'll just tell you that. This is the center of the reading. Okay. So I've got an Empress. Okay. There is some protection around her. She's being protected. There is a plan or some sort of energy of them moving away. Let's hope it's not moving away from protection, but from the Emperor. Wow, she's gonna be moving away from this Emperor really soon, because she's a star. Because she's a star. That's you. So if you have energies that are opposing you right now that are so crushing and so overwhelming that you yourself, as one human being, have no power over, that's why the entire spiritual realm is supporting you right now, talking to you, encouraging you, giving you downloads, protecting you from death, because it's well evident from spirit above that this person right here that's held their own needs to get away from those energies that are trying to crush them. So I like this. This was the center of the reading. Yeah. What's opposing that is a legacy. There's some sort of financial that you're not aware of. See, you're not aware of this, so you can't make those decisions. But there's something financial that's stopping this. A lot of you in your readings have talked about deadlines and things. So I think there is a deadline. You just have to walk correctly until that deadline's met. So, but yeah, that's what's stopping you moving away from that opposing energy. But it might be somebody making your home life uncomfortable, or somebody making your immediate environment uncomfortable, or your job life uncomfortable. Something you've just been, fighting a good fight, trying to keep your head above water, walking in line with spirit, paying the bills until you can get out of there. But this is why, because there's some financial legacy, what have you, inheritance that you are not aware of. It's opposing you. In your, there were two forces opposing. Oh, this one goes up here. Sorry. All right. So in the subconscious, so this is you. This is you. Spirit wants me to mention this. I don't know what it is exactly about, but there's something about a gag. You didn't put the gag in place. You didn't put the gag out there in the atmosphere, but there's some sort of spiritual gag order going on right now. You didn't order it, but you'll honor it because you know it's there. Nobody's told you anything, but you got to walk in wisdom, right? You got to walk in wisdom. So that's what you're going to do, because there's been some sort of gag put on this whole situation. And not to be sarcastic, but it makes you want to gag. Because you know, there's nothing you can do. You didn't have the power authority for that, so, and you don't know why it's there. It could be there for your own safety too. I shouldn't be like that. I get really sarcastic when when I look at the chart and I know things are moving and they're not. It's like, okay, yo, something's going on, and that's probably that gag order. So you're the hangman right now, but that's okay. That's time for you to ascend again. Okay, ascend, keep ascending, because in your consciousness, you know the cycle's over, and you know you did pretty good. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you lost your cool a couple times, but we always have this reset button where you know we get back to truly who we are, and you've done that several times, all through the help of God, Spirit, Source, Creator. You're moving away from. Oh, okay. So the environment or you is moving away from Nine of Pentacles, which I would assume this is the environment wanting you to move away from your independence to show that you can't be independent. But I know that that's what's got you to this point so far. So I would assume you want to hold on to this energy of being independent and being able to support yourself, because you haven't had any help outside of this energy. This is who you've had to rely on. Um, yeah, yeah, right here. Yeah, and your dead friends. You know, let's be real. Did they want you to have a whole bunch of fake friends, or did they want you to have some real dead friends? I'd rather have my dead friends. I'll just be real. They're just cool. I can't help it. And that's giving me strength, and I hope it gives you strength to realize, like, yeah, all this stuff I've had to just rely that with like pendulums or cards or signs and symbols. Yeah, because what they're telling you is the truth, and that's what you're resonating to, and that's what's giving you strength. Is okay, do I just ignore this stuff? Then I'd really be blind and hit upside the head with a bat. I don't want that. You're paying attention to it and you're very clued into it that there's something going on and it's giving you strength. Do you share it every day with everyone in the matrix? Maybe, if you sense that they can think outside the box, but for the most part, you keep to yourself. You know, that you sense this change, this shift. This shift is coming. Spirit also kind of wanted me to let you know that if for some reason your walk, your story hasn't made it out, like let's say, you know, you've given birth to this story and people are aware of it and there's been no recompense, that you let go and you let Spirit, you let Creator, you let God, you let go, because you don't want to mess with that source of whiplash, flood, famine, what have you. We don't know what the Creator can do when he's upset at what he sees, okay? Because he's seen the abuse of power. He doesn't like it. So he's given him a long time to correct this, and they haven't done it. See? So either we're rewriting contracts right now, or we're trying to cover it up somehow, or spin a story somehow. But the bottom line is there has to be a balance of this power, this money, this legacy, before we can move on in harmony and cosmic order. Because of the gift. Because you're a gift. I would hope that instead of abusing the gift that's been blessed to walk this earth at this moment in time, that they would honor it. You saw the people, or you know, read about the people in the Bible that honored Christ and were lucky enough to receive his healings, lucky enough to receive his love. And then you saw the ones that sacrificed it. So I feel like if they realize that there's 144,000 souls that are here to heal, they'll tap into it and they'll go, wow, I want to be with these people that can heal. I want the blessings from these people that tell the truth. Or they're going to be sacrificed. And then that's when the creator has to step in because you're just not here by mistake, collective. You're not here by mistake. Yeah. You knew it. You're special. You're special. And this is how people, I think people with the right glasses on see you, okay? But they have to have the right glasses on. You're not here to throw stones or accuse or you're not here to do any of that. But you're here to heal. Because what? We can create more pain or we can heal the pain that's already here. So that's what you've been trying to do is heal the pain that's already here. And I hope that's what the sun is on right now. Because that's what you're good at. That's what you're good at. Your readings, what you're saying, the relationships you enter into is just to heal what's already existing. Because there's pain already existing here that you had to heal. Now, they can get rid of that or try to, but they really shouldn't because there's a reason why there's 144,000 stories that are very similar. Gosh, there's a lot of abuse here. This person went through a lot of isolation, confusion, conflict, chaos. Why? Why when they were the gift? Why would you do that? Why would the one gift from Creator is time? And look at what they've wasted when they could have been healed. Your wishes is this dude. That is not my favorite card in the deck because he's not going anywhere. We don't know his intentions, right? But yeah, there's some kind of gift of long term. There is a long term gift coming, and that's in the hopes and wishes up here for the collective. Is that whatever that comes towards you is long term, and like I said, with Saturn being direct by the 8th. No, the 22nd. Saturn's direct by the 22nd of October. So that's another month. That's a master number. 22 again, just like today. Okay? Is putting the work in and working it until it's done. Working this language of love, this message of love until it's done. So every reading, as repetitive as it sounds, it's really not. Because this time he sent 144,000 stories to actually be walked out. You didn't believe the first one I sent, okay? You got rid of the first guy who ascended Master Jesus. That's him. Helps me every day. But this time they sent a whole army of souls to tell this story and to walk this story out. So there's evidence of it. Evidence. Okay? Yeah. So somebody needs to go out there and rewrite volume 2 of the Bible after all these get revealed. Okay? Just that's for somebody out there in the collective that's a really good writer. And after this offer of stability and long endurance is going to come a period of rest. So I just want to qualify the rest because we also know that after Christ was born, he walked his 33 years, and then he was crucified. And because things are speeding up, is this rest, like, does that represent a crucifixion of the collective? Like, I would hope not. I would hope that you've given enough inspiration and hope that you will be not getting stalked and not run off the planet. Because I worry about that for the collective. Like, here you have all these enlightened people telling them, yeah, this is evidence of the stuff going on. Is anyone going to step in and help this person? Are we just going to let it continue until they're run off the face of the earth? I don't think so. Not with what the aliens have shown me. The aliens, like, are a galactic source of power. So they don't like to see anybody powerless. They don't like to see anyone without their strength within their soul. They're very fascinated by you, collective. They're very fascinated on your vessel and how you walk about this earth. And they don't want to see you powerless. That's just the messages I've received from the galaxy in different one way, shape, or another. Not lately. They've been tied up lately. But they have shared with me that they don't want to see you powerless. So to qualify the rest period is an upside down love offer, the secret, and the upside down of a family happiness. So this is what it looks like. The reason why there's rest after you get this message is because they know they can't come towards you. They have to let you go. The secret and this upside down. So maybe the secret will, maybe this won't include revealing of a secret because the moon's here while you're resting. See, it's almost like they don't want the secret to come out. It's almost like the actions of the abuse of power and privilege are going to be hidden somehow. So we have to pray to the Creator and the source that they get revealed. Yeah, they get revealed. I love you, collective. Have an awesome Friday.